Where do you go in Cambodia if you want to seek out some adventure? Well, I'm currently exploring this often overlooked country in Southeast Asia. But do the islands of Cambodia have anything to offer? I'm currently here on the beautiful island of Koh Rong, and I'm not gonna lie, I already feel more lifted. I personally do so much better in places of nature than the big cities. Apart from diving, all the tour operators seem to be selling the same tour. So I booked one up. Now there's one activity that I really want to see on this island. That is the bioluminescent plankton that light up these shores at night. Now on this tour there's a whole host of other activities, including snorkeling, fishing, heading to one of the other beaches to have a barbecue and watch the sunset before heading to the main event. So with a bit of movie magic, let's head to the tour. So after picking up a few more people along the way, the boat headed for the snorkeling spot, where we would spend about an hour exploring the waters that surround these islands. There was plenty of coral around the shores of the islands. Not sure all of it was alive, but the fish were having fun hiding in it. The water today didn't really seem that clear either, but you could probably put that down to the storms that had been happening on the islands. I presume it had brought up a load of sand from the bottom, as some of the waters when I actually turned up here was so blue and clear. Is this the best snorkeling I've done? Not at all. But it was nice to get back in the water and explore a little. A bit unfortunate that it took a while to find fish in some parts, and especially when I realised I could have stayed by the boat and seen so many more. There's a lot of people again on this tour. We started off with about just under 20 of us maybe, and then slowly did more and more pickups, and now everyone hasn't even got anywhere to sit on the boat, so that's fantastic. But I'm interested to see what the rest of the day brings. The main part anyway is the plankton. That's what we want to see. So with everyone packed back on board the boat, we headed off to another spot for a little bit of fishing and to hopefully catch our dinner. The guides prepared some squid for the bait and set up the fishing reels, doing all the hard work for us, so then we could see how useless we would all actually be if we were ever stranded on a desert island. Barbecue!
Barbecue! Barbecue! I did fishing many times, I never get even one time.
Hopefully lots now.
So hopefully this time I can. They said if I cannot catch, they don't let me eat. I got yes. Big. Oh, I got a big one. I got a big one. Ah! So this time I can get it. Let's go. Barbecue. Yeah, barbecue.
This was probably one of the biggest fish of the day. And as you can see by the tub here, we were all in for an absolute feast. We hungry. So after this catch, we actually waited and waited, but no one was catching anything on our side of the boat. Luckily, the guide was a bit better than all of us, so at least the barbecue wouldn't be completely lonely. I definitely don't envy this guy having to untangle all these after. With our seafood buffet in hand, we set off to the beach where we would be stopping for a while to chill and relax, and after stuffing our faces with freshly caught fish, we could watch a stunning sunset across the ocean. That's the odds of me dropping this in the water. No hands. Oh. We chill here for 3 hours, waiting for the sunset. There's a barbecue with fish that we just caught on the boat. So the fish we just caught, I didn't catch anything, but it's a team sport. And yeah, I suppose I'll probably end up walking around this and exploring in about 30 minutes, and then, you know me and chilling out. Not a massive fan, but it's picturesque. It's the most picturesque place I've seen in Cambodia so far, like without a doubt. A few of the tour boats and that have turned up as well, but it ain't that bad to be honest. It's busy when you're on the boat, but it's not that bad. Like here now, it's quite spaced out. And the water here might be more clear than anything I actually saw in Thailand, and that's saying something. After this beach, sunset and the barbecue, that's when we get to see the main attraction, the plankton, which I'm really looking forward to. Hopefully we do get to spot it, there isn't any light pollution or anything. tiny little cart up on the road that's selling beers for everyone. So of course I got myself a big bottle of water and an energy drink. Should walk the sliders out the boat with me because this is a pain in the arse in bare feet and there's ants everywhere. So on the countdown to sunset, we have like 2 hours till sunset. So it looks like I'm chilling out for a bit. In regards to this as an adventure, no, not really. But the main thing that we came for is after the sunset is to see the plankton, and I'm hoping that that's absolutely incredible because realistically that's the whole reason I, one, came to the islands and two, booked this tour. But this plankton thing is something that I've wanted to see for ages, and I'm sure I'll get to see it in other countries as well, but this will be the first time I see it. I have very high hopes for this, so let's hope they're not destroyed. Sun's still pretty high in the sky, so it's going to be a while till sunset. I can chill out for a bit though. Definitely picturesque, I'll give it that. And if it's your sort of thing, I can see why you'd love it. I love seeing it, I love exploring it, but I can do all that in about half an hour. So for me, I need something a little bit more that gets me going.
Gets the people going.
I do have another adventure activity that I've seen that I want to do, which I think will be more up my street, a little bit more epic and give me that adventure feeling a little bit more. That's back on the mainland, which I will be travelling to soon. And I don't think the groups are massive on it either from what I've looked. So I actually tried to give myself a little bit of time to chill out on the beach until I realised I wasn't exactly sitting in the best spot. I just realised where I'm sitting. I'm sitting here for ages. I'm getting bit to death by sandflies. Spotted them on my legs, and then there was another one and another one. Back to the boat for the barbecue, I think. Barbecue was pretty cool. It was nice to have the taste of fresh fish you know have just been caught. With the barbecue over, it was actually time to watch the beautiful sunset across the ocean. And yes, I forgot it was only about 2 feet deep. It was pretty nice to be in the water watching the sun go down and swapping some travel stories with fellow backpackers before we jumped back on the boat ready for the main event that I'd been waiting for all day, and the top reason I booked this tour. The one thing I didn't realise though is that we booked a rave boat, and by the looks of everyone else's faces, I don't think they did either. Notice how everyone's buzzing for this party? It was completely dark by now. We stopped away from the shore and just had to jump in the water and start waving our hands in front of us, and apparently we would see sparkles of it lighting up around us. Can you see it? Wait for it. Nope, me neither. Well, I'm honestly absolutely gutted. I was so looking forward to seeing some natural wonders in the water, but I think I just let my imagination run away from me. Unfortunately, this is not the tour for that. If you want to get out for a day on the islands, this is a cheap thing to do and you will meet other people, but it's just not an epic adventure. But everything doesn't always work out the way you think it will when you're travelling, and unfortunately this was just one of them times. The islands of Cambodia themselves are still worth seeing, especially Koh Rong Sanalem. It is pure paradise. And if you want some real adrenaline activities here in Cambodia, wait till you see what I get up to in Kampot in the next video. That is going to be an epic one. I hope to see you all there soon. Peace.